till the Yankees won. So, yeah, if you didn't know I'm a Yankees fan, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I have good reason. So, excited about that. Still got to win tomorrow, but it's all right. At least one tonight. That's what it's all about. What's up, Elaine? Good to see you. Why is my comments not working? Good to see all you guys. Little bit of a later stream. I had some stuff going on tonight, and so here to answer any fantasy football questions that you have. Of course, look at your teams if you'd like. We can do a couple of those as well. But there we go. Appreciate you. What's up, Elaine? Good to see you. What's up, FDG? He says I'm cooked. You gotta uncook yourself, man. It's not too late. We're only through 4 weeks. I trade Kittle for Rice. Did I get fleeced? No. In fact, trading for Rashee Rice is a very good idea. Wink. I was offered CMC for Rashee Rice and Breece Hall in a full point PPR. Should I take a CMC? Yeah, I probably would if I were you. I mean, it's pretty good. So, yeah, well done, John. I agree. Iron Man or Travis Hunter off of waivers. Rough. I'd probably still go on Travis Hunter there. Breece Hall up the ranks a little bit. Yeah, I'd like to see him score like double-digit points consistently, but yeah. But yes, go Yankees. Let's go. Like the Dodgers, huh? Start spreading the news. I love that. I like legitimately there's no better feeling than hearing that song after they win. I'm like, oh my gosh. Injected into my veins. Though when I was there in the spring, they didn't win, and I was pissed I didn't get to hear it because they stopped playing it after they lost. So, but make sure you guys drop a like. Appreciate you guys being here. We got plenty of questions from the site, so we're just gonna do that. Hang out. Yeah. Clearly DeMarcado's backfield, right? Or is Michael Carter a pickup? No, I mean, you'll hear this on the running back video, and we're going to kind of talk about this. Obviously, that kind of came at you fast if you had Trey Benson. You had one good week of like, oh, I got Trey Benson for the rest of the year, and then he's on IR. I'm not personally starting either of the Cardinals backs. I think Michael Carter's going to come in and do a decent amount. DeMarcado would be the one to start, but I'm honestly not comfortable starting him. So they're going to do... They have another guy they're gonna activate too. Who's the guy that they have on like the practice squad? Is it Zonovan Knight? He's gonna get activated, I think. Whoever it is. I don't know why I think it's Zonovan Knight. I don't know. Bam Knight. Bam Knight. I could have sworn that was not his name, but whatever. He's probably going to get activated. So it's just going to be a cluster frick there in Arizona. I don't really want to start them. So yeah, it's Bam Knight. Thank you. Yes. I had the wrong night. Should I pick up Travis Hunter or keep Mooney? I'd pick up Hunter. I mean, Mooney's not doing anything for you. He's injured right now. Does T-Mac have wide receiver 2 potential? I mean, T-Mac so far is a wide receiver 2 in fantasy, right? No, he's wide receiver 3. Yeah, he's very clearly, I think, a wide receiver 2 candidate in fantasy football. So, yeah, I'm going to say yes to that one. So, okay. Appreciate all you guys. I'll keep dropping the link to get your questions answered and stuff. I'll try to... It is Zonovan. Bam is a nickname. It's interesting. Sleeper normally doesn't have nicknames as the... I thought his name was Zonovan. But, yeah. Anyways, I don't care what his name is. The Yankees won, so I'm in a good mood. I'll keep dropping the link to get your questions answered, but we're going to go through and answer as many of these as we can tonight. We really appreciate you guys jumping in. You guys have been awesome. We're going to be with you the entire year, of course. So let's pivot over to the site. And again, you can submit questions over there. It's not expensive or anything. It allows me to look at your team and things like that. So, all right, Aiden's got a start sit question for us this week. I need to have a little cheat sheet of the bye week teams because I have not done start sits since the bye week. It's Atlanta, right? Bye week teams. Atlanta, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh. I got to write that down because I will keep forgetting. Even though I've already recorded all the videos for this week, I'm going to forget it, guys. All right, so Fields over Hurts. I mean, let's just go ahead and pull this up. Rankings for this week. I'll compare mine to the expert average on the site, but here we go with QB for week 5. I have Hurts and Fields in the same tier, but Hurts is my QB 2 for this week. So I'm going Jalen Hurts here. Now, we've got Breece Hall. We've got Quinshawn. In your flex, though, you're starting Rachaad White. You are starting Rashad White for sure over Woody Marks. Bijan's obviously on a bye. And so Quinshawn looks good. T-Mac looks good here. Jackson Smith and Jigba looks good. Trey McBride looks good. Yeah, this is solid. I don't think there are any changes I would make here. CeeDee Lamb's not playing this week, but I actually think he'll be back. I think he's about 1 week away. So this is how I do it. I would put Rashad White in. I would put Jalen Hurts in for Fields. Appreciate you, Aiden. If you have any other questions, let me know. In Dynasty, Rashee Rice or Brian Thomas. Sorry, Rashee Rice or Chris Olave. Yeah, if you can do this, you need to do it. That's honestly a no-brainer for me, John Midas, so appreciate you. Here's another trade question for you. That was an easy one. Exp Food. Here we go. Setting the lineup here. Jordan Mason, Rashad White, Zach Charbonnet. It's got to be White. He's the highest ranked running back for me this week out of Jordan Mason and Zach Charbonnet. Let's see. We've got. Oh, I thought we had him. Yeah, we have him in the B tier. We have Charbonnet in the bottom of the C tier. We have Jordan Mason at the top of the C tier. So yeah, it's Rashad White, and then it's going to be QJ. Probably is Egbuka and QJ. I would go for sure, and then it's between really like Jordan Mason, Pittman, and Waddle. I would start the running back with guaranteed volume here. So do appreciate Xfood. Exp Food. I sent it starts its non-PPR. I don't know if it will say that on there. Yeah, I'll remember that when yours is up, CK. 3-player keeper league, so not a full dynasty league. So this is another dynasty one. Could be so it's keeper. I mean, so you're trading Hampton and Ibuka for. Yeah, I'm not doing this, John. I honestly just don't want to make this deal. I'd rather just hold these boys. So it's not, but it is only a 3-player keeper. But that being said, I like Amari and Hampton as much as I like Saquon right now, and I like Ibuka more than Higgins, so I would definitely hold it here, John. All right, Randy's got Mahomes and Goff. We're going to go Mahomes. Mahomes has kind of been tearing it up recently. And then at the flex spot here, we're considering Travis Hunter, Isaiah Bond, probably not Jared Goff, I'm assuming, or Malik Washington. And obviously, it's a 1 QB, so it's, yeah. Yeah, this is tough. Man, probably Malik Washington is your best bet with Tyreek out. It's probably Washington. So I would probably plug in Malik Washington there. My guess is in my rankings, Hunter is still up there above Malik Washington. Yeah. True. But honestly, like, I need to move Malik Washington up. I don't know. Hunter probably is the safer pick. I'm good with either of them, to be honest with you. That's tough, but it's just a flex spot thing. So it's just because there are bye weeks and stuff. A Dynasty 3 QB trade here. Bunch of firsts, 2 firsts, and 2 seconds for AJ Brown, Michael. Yeah, you taking the players here for sure. Another one here. It's a 2 QB 10 team, start 9. Amon-Ra, Kyle Monungai in a second for BTJ, Brian Thomas, Torrey Horton. Yeah. It's basically BTJ in a first. I'll call it fair. I don't really mind. I would probably rather just hold your side, actually. Let's just hold. Okay, so redraft trade question here. Chuba Hubbard. We're going to take Chuba Hubbard, Emeka Buka, and AJ Brown, and we're going to trade for you get Jahmyr Gibbs here. It's a hefty price to pay for Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a 12-team start 9. It is a super flex as well. Let's take a look at your team here. Yeah, but here's the thing. In a start 9, you're starting 1, 2, 3. So 6 of these guys. Achane, Scadaboo, Hubbard, Travion, London, Chase, Brown, and Buka. You have too many starters on this team, so I'm good with this. I'm good doing this. It's hefty, but you're getting Jahmyr Gibbs, and you kind of need to with that team build. Caleb Johnson a second, or Fergie. I'll take Fergie here. Just traded for Benson. Now my IR. My team sucks. Yeah, so this is you'd have to go from Puka Nacua, and you're just trying to down tier for more guys here. Look, if your team really does suck, we can take a look at your team here. Match Pacafee. I love that name. Your team, yeah, this is rough. You don't have a ton of starters. You got to get better running backs. I agree. You got to take this. Good luck to the guy with Puka because he's probably going to win. Amon-Ra for Drake London and Rashee Rice. Yeah, I'd take Drake London and Rashee Rice here. In a 14-team start 7, I would still do it. Dynasty. I want to chat this one through before I decide. Oh, this is a Dynasty one. BTJ, ETN. I mean, Bucky's higher than this in my rankings now. I'm going to say this is fair. I'm totally fine if you do this one. That's a totally acceptable trade. I don't know how to improve my team's suggestions. So, in this particular trade, you would be up-tiering to Bijan, which I love. You have Ibuka. Your wide receivers would be a little bit shaky here, in the sense that you're not going to have a dominant guy. But Ibuka QJ is nice. It just falls off really quickly. But it is only a start 7 league. And you would be starting Bijan, Saquon. You start May, Bowers, Saquon, Quinshawn, Ibuka. No, so Bijan, Saquon, Quinshawn, Bowers, May, Ibuka, and QJ. And then you'd have Io Manor and RJ Harvey. I'm fine if you do this. This is a good way to improve your team. It's a start 7, so it's a little bit more of a shallow format, so I'm good with that. Travion, Keenan Allen for Zay Flowers. Yeah, no, I'm good taking Zay here. I think this is gonna make your team better. 10 team start 9. Yeah. Yep, I like this trade. I think you're fine. So, appreciate you. To trade Kenneth Walker for Tony Pollard and Wan'Dale Robinson. I lost Neighbors and Benson. No, I honestly am not a super big fan of that trade, to be honest with you. So, not a super big fan of that one. Ibuka all the way. Here we go. Really just one last flex spot here we're deciding between, but you got Rachaad White. That's going to be an obvious one, I think, for me. Just going to go Rachaad White here. He's a must start this week. Okay, so redraft trade question here for you. My team's JSN, QJ, Rashee Rice. You got Kyron and Bucky. JSN, Quentin Johnson, Rashee Rice. So you'd be sending away Jefferson, JMO, and you'd be getting back. So you'd be starting Cook, Quinshawn, Bucky, and I mean, realistically, yeah, I think you take the running backs here pretty easily, and you've got good enough wide receivers to do that. 4-0 and 1 last year, looking to contend again. Malik Neighbors from London. I just did this trade. This is totally fine. I'm totally good with this. I just did that, and I totally agree with that thought process. I lost Neighbors on a contending dynasty team. Redraft 1 QB, 10 team start 7 here. Just setting the starting lineup. So we've got Daniel Jones. Between Jones, Prescott, and Stafford, I almost certainly have Jones the highest for this week. Actually, Prescott, I do have him in the same tier. He's been fairly productive recently. The Colts have Vegas. I'm going to go Daniel Jones here. Now, at your first running back spot, we're going to go Scatterboo here pretty easily. And then your second flex spot here, or your first flex spot, rather, your only flex spot, obviously Ricky Pearsall is going to be out. You've got Addison here. You can go DeMarcado. You can go Harvey. You can go Ja'Cory Cross-Camara. I would just go Addison. That's the safe play to me, top stock. All right, Wagger McDagger here. 1 QB, 14 team start 7, trading Ibuka and Brock Purdy for Lamar. Yeah, this is fine. I'm fine with it. It's an even trade, so it's a 1 QB, but if you've got the wide receiver depth to do this, then yeah. If you don't, well, you've got May and Caleb. You don't, yeah. Well, hold on. It's a 1 QB and you're trying to get Lamar? You've got Drake and Caleb. I'd rather start Ibuka on this team. I lied. I'm holding here. I would not make this trade. I would start Caleb Williams or Drake May. All right, Mike's got a trade question here for us. No Lamar, so you're starting Dart at running back. You're going to start Hampton and JT this week. At wide receiver, we're going to go JSN. We're going to go... let's go Godwin. And then at your flex, it's between Addison and Woody Marks. It's toss-up for me. I think the safe play is Addison here. Maybe that'll end up biting me in the butt. But a redraft trade question here from Slice. Appreciate you, Slice. A.J. Brown and Kyle Pitts here for George Kittle and Pacheco. It's not close to me. I would just start Pitts, and I would keep A.J. Brown. I would definitely hold here. Like, unless you have the best team I've ever seen, which this is our league, so... Yeah, I would hold here for sure. But there's the link if you guys want to submit your questions. Appreciate you guys jumping in. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. Little late night stream here. All right, start sit from CK. This is a non-PPR league. Dynasty, 1 QB, 8-team standard. So Lawrence, Stafford, Caleb. You got to go Caleb here. And then a non-PPR flex. Woof. Man, I still think in a standard league you have to start T-Mac here. Either T-Mac or Waddle, and I've got T-Mac here. I'm going to go T-Mac here in your flex spot, CK. Still think you got to start him over these guys, so. I don't think that, like, I don't feel confident enough in JCM to start him, so. Appreciate you, CK. Psychality's got one for us here. Yeah, what's up, KT? Good to see you. Oh, yeah, Caleb's on bye. I'm such an idiot. I knew it was going to happen eventually. I wish it would take it out of the options. So between Lawrence and Stafford, I probably have Stafford ranked higher at this point. I've got Stafford at 15. I've got Lawrence at 22. So it's gonna be Stafford there for you. Sorry about that, CK. So it'll be Stafford and still Ted. So all right, Psychality. Rashad White, J.K. Dobbins, or Ashton Genty. Gotta start Genty. We're gonna go McBride at tight end still, and then in your flex spots here, Josh Jacobs pretty easily, and then I'm going Rashad White. This is fairly straightforward to me. I think this is the lineup. This is the move for this week. Start all your running backs this week. London is on bye too. I don't think... Did I select London? I think it was already loaded in there as London. So that's why I didn't even look at it. Okay, so in that case, you go T-Mac and you go Waddle like that. And then you go Stafford. Sorry, I didn't think I had to answer the ones that were filled out. So that's what I would do. T-Mac in your starting wide receiver, Waddle in your flex, and then Stafford. So hopefully the rest of these guys aren't on bye. Saquon's good, James Cook is good, Nico's good, Tyler's good, Woody Marks. Okay, so that should be final answer, I swear. Did I say freaking Jacobs? Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my mind. Genty. It's got to take it out of these questions. I freaking forget. McBride, Rashad White again. And then your next option here is either Chris Godwin or J.K. Dobbins. It's a toss-up. I'll go J.K. I want to start the running backs here. So all of those guys are playing this week. So appreciate you, Psychality. Got another one here for you. At running back, Hampton, Judkins, Genty, and Marks. Obviously, Jacob's on bye in this one as well. It's going to be Genty and Hampton here for me. Those are my top two. At wide receiver, we're going to go JSN. We're going to go Nico. We're going to go between Ferguson and Warren. It's a toss-up. I'll go Warren, but I do have Ferguson ranked in that tier with Warren, so it's kind of a pick your poison there. And then it's going to be Quinshawn. It's between Abuka and Quinshawn Judkins, and I would go Quinshawn Judkins here. So confirming none of these guys are on bye. We're good. All right. There you go. Appreciate your Psychality. All right, last flex spot here. Michael Carter or Dallas Goedert? Yeah. Woof. I'd go Goddard in your flex. I would go Goddard. Wyatt, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, it's tough, but I would go Goddard. Just deciding here. Well, it doesn't look like you're gonna have a choice because you only have one running back for this week. Your flex spot, you've got Jamar Chase, Kendrick Bourne, and you don't really have any options here, do you? Yeah. So Kendrick Bourne, like, obviously Pearsall's out. You got Coker, Kyle Williams, Tank Dell. Yeah, this is how you have to do it, I think. It's unfortunate. You could flex Andrews instead of Kendrick Bourne. What has Kendrick Bourne even done? Nothing. I would rather flex Andrews here. So I'm gonna switch out to Andrews. There we go. That should help. Not Lectures, Bucky. Appreciate you. Evan's got to start sit here for us. Between Kyler and Herbie, I'm going to go Herbie until further notice. Between Travion and Amari DeMarcado, I am going to go Travion there. Not super high on starting DeMarcado. And your flex is between DeMarcado and Ladd and Wandale. These guys are all going to be very close for me this week. I would start Ladd. To be honest with you, I'd start Ladd. If I were my team, I'd be starting Ladd, Evan. Just got to, so. What's up, nosy brethren? Yep, hit the like button. Appreciate you guys. Again, you can drop your questions at the link, but just hanging out. Got a Yankees win tonight, so I'm happy at the moment. Quite happy. Couple of trade questions here. I don't know why these weren't showing up earlier. From Bitter Hornet. Woody Marks, Cortland Sutton, and Tyler Warren here for Devon Achane. It's a 12 team. It's a start 7, so it does favor Achane quite a bit. I'll take Achane here. And then another one for Bitter Hornet here. We appreciate you, Bitter Hornet. By the way, I meant to give you Bitter Hornet. You're not on the stream, are you? I meant to give you some stuff because you have really supported us, so we appreciate that. So your next 3 trade questions are going to be free for you. What's up, Vice City? Good to see you, brother. So this one is kind of the same deal. Mark, Sutton, and Warren, you'd get back. I mean, I'm good with this as well. I'm good with both of them. I'm good with either. You're giving up the same amount, so you're just getting back extra ones there, so. Okay, Kyler, Woody Marks, Scattaboo. So we're looking at this. Kyler, yep. Woody Marks, yep. Scattaboo, yep. You have to. Waddle and Sutton. Obviously, you've got Pittsburgh on a bye, so you can't start DK. You do have Slayton, but you're starting Waddle and Sutton over them. You start McBride, and then it's going to be Chase Brown versus Slayton, Io Manor. Yeah, you've got it set here. This is how I would do it as well. Good stuff. 2 early mid-seconds for Sam Darnold here. I mean, if they're late seconds, it's fine to get Sam Darnold here. I'm totally fine with this trade for sure. Definitely cool with that. All right. Psychality's got a trade question for us here. Ashton Genty, Rashad White, Khalil Shakir for James Cook. Seems like a pretty heavy price to pay. Genty could be as good as James Cook rest of the season. And Rashad White's going to win. If you honestly, it's a 10-team start day. I'm fine with this one, Psychality. You can make this deal. I'm totally cool with it. So, I'm good with it. Totally fine with that one. Read the super message. Oh. Need help trying to trade. Oh, crap. I didn't see that. Need help trying to trade to get Cook. He sent that trade, but I feel like it's too much. No, honestly, I don't. I think it's fair, Psychality. I think it's fair. Here. Send the trade back in. There you go. I'm going to knock out a couple team reviews here real quick. I got a couple of you guys that have been waiting. So, Elijah, we appreciate you. Let's go ahead and do this one. Started the season 0-3. Trying to pivot off of one of my receivers for a running back. Being offered Godwin for Pollard, but I'm trying to figure out a different trade for him. The other trade I'm close to is Pickens for Henderson. Not sure if I can with my record, though. I think this came in right before the week, and so we wanted to wait until to do it now. You're third in the power rankings here. But let's see if you've made any moves here. You said being offered Godwin for Pollard, and you did take Godwin, so you did get Pickens as well, so that's great as well. So let's take a look here. It looks like you got your first win. In terms of your points for, you're third in the league. You're going to be just fine. You're just going to have to stay the course here with this one. Drake May's a fine quarterback to start for the rest of the season. He's a top 7 quarterback for me rest of the season right now. Javonte Williams, Chase Brown. You know, I like Javonte. Chase Brown has obviously been very disappointing. It's only going to be like a 3 for you if I had to score that. But Puka, Ted, Pickens, Brian Thomas, Chris Godwin, that's like a 9. That's really good to have Puka and all those guys. It's a start 8 league as well, and Tyler Warren's like an 8 rest of the season as well. So this is obviously a very solid team. It's a 12 team. It's a 1 QB start 8. So yeah, like just, you know, it looks like you got Pickens, which ended up being a genius move. Like legit, you look like a genius now. You obviously have Javonte and Chase Brown here, but I would say, you know, that running back 2 spot is a little bit weak for you. Starting every week, Javonte, Chase Brown, Puka, Tet, Pickens, and then BTJ or Godwin. So we can't really do up tiers here. So here's what we're going to do. Let's just go ahead and pull up our rest of season rankings here. Let's see who we can move off of Chase Brown for, if anybody at this point. You can still get, like, Jalen Warren, Travion Henderson. Obviously not Trey Benson. I haven't moved him down yet. Need to do that. So I would be comfortable doing those. If you can try to trade, like, Chase Brown plus, it's going to be tough to trade Chase Brown, and I know that. Realistically, what I think you might need to do here is make a down tier at wide receiver. Let's down tier from Tet McMillan. And let's down tier from him to Xavier Worthy is a good one. Jamison Williams would be a good one. So anybody in this E tier here, QJ. And let's try to get a running back on top, okay? So for a running back, like, aim for, like, a cheaper guy that's going to be productive. Like a Jalen Warren maybe will help you, so you can, like, plug him in every week if you don't want to. But, like, obviously you can get up to, like, the Scadaboo. Scadaboo's a great target for you right now. Chuba Hubbard's not a bad target. Jordan Mason, Jalen Warren, those aren't bad targets as well. Travion is more of a sneaky target, but you kind of need production now. Again, you did win a game, and so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I am going to take Keon Coleman and Trey Tucker here, so Keon Coleman plus, and I'm just going to package them and go get a better player here. And so try to do that. Try to take Keon. Even if you get up to this, like, the top of this tier and get, like, Keenan Allen. You already have Godwin, which I love, but, like, Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman here. Even maybe a Jordan Addison, like, I'd be cool with that. Just get a slight upgrade there at your last spot. The 2.0s are not on right now, Frosty, because we have run out of time to do them in season. And so we're going to continue to do lives in 1.0s though. So I would do a live if I were you. Or of course infinite if you want an infinite, but the 2.0s we cannot do at the moment. So we have been down bad. So they take a ton of time. And there's barely any of you here on a redraft stream, so this isn't really an Easter egg for you. But for you Dynasty peeps that are here, 2.0 is actually not coming back. The last 2.0 has been done, and it will be replaced. Pickens or Nico rest of the season, you got to go Nico still. And then my final move for you here would be to move Tyler Warren for a running back. You could try that as well. You know, tight end, who do you have? Fannin? Fannin's not bad, but you could honestly pick up a tight end off of waivers. Let's go ahead and look at your waiver wire here. Yeah, it's not great, but maybe you down tier from Tyler Warren and you get a running back on top. So do like a serious down tier. So you can down tier to somebody like Pitts, Goddard, maybe even Kelsey. And just again, try to get a running back you can plug in on top. So those are really the moves I would recommend for you, Elijah. Again, you're in a good spot. You're third in points for. You're doing fine. It's just a matter of getting on the right side of the win column, and I think that's going to start coming. Obviously, you already got a win here. But, yeah, I would definitely focus on shoring up your running back room, even if it's at the expense of your tight end room. So we appreciate you, man, and we're going to send a full completed whiteboard over to you tomorrow as well. So if you need anything, feel free to let us know, but we appreciate you a ton. Did I just hear we're getting a new version of the 2.0? I wouldn't even call it that. You're going to get a lot. That's what I'll just say that. You're getting a lot. But it's going to be, you're going to have to wait a little bit. It's going to take us quiet. We're working very hard, but 2.0 will be replaced. Psychality says, I need help trying to get trade. Yeah. Okay, I remember this one now. Okay. I honestly don't think this is too much. Like, I think this is pretty reasonable. I mean, I don't know who I would like. If you took one of these guys off, I would do it. I don't. If you don't have to give up Genty, that would be ideal. And we could do Quinshawn and like J.K. Dobbins and give him a tight end. Who's his tight end? Yeah, he's got Kelsey. Frick. You could still give him Fergie. Still try. If not, then you can like throw in a Khalil Shakir. So try something like this too. I'm honestly not too opposed to the original trade there, Psychality. Like, I think you'd be in fine shape. So you lost Neighbors, Hill, Bucky this week. I feel like I have some leverage. But I don't want to take... Yeah, definitely take full advantage of him and fleece him. Like, that would be too fun. David, trust me, there will be plenty of things for that in the future. Yeah, we're in the kitchen. We are in the kitchen. Smoke rises from Isengard. You know, all that stuff. He depth badly because we lost. Try that one. Try that then. Try Quinchon plus pieces. See if you can get that done. That would be a slam dunk. Because if you can keep Genty and Jacobs and add James Cook, you're going to be winning that championship. So, all right, Baker or Dak here for week 5. I think we're going Baker or Dak. I mean, they're back to back in the same tier. It's a toss up. I'm fine with Baker. In your flex spot here, you're really deciding between like Rico Dowdle, Bourne. Ugh. I don't know, man. I would probably go Tootin here. I'd probably go Tootin. I mean, it's just not. It's between Tootin and Bourne. Yeah, Genty's ceiling is much higher. I agree with you. Judkins is great, but... CG, appreciate you. Want to try and get CD, just not sure what to trade. I mean, I would do this. If you can get away with, like, a QJ plus a small piece, like a DK or a QJ plus something else, I would also be down for that. A QJ, JK Dobbins, and something else. I would do probably not Judkins and QJ. That's a little bit steep, but like this is kind of what I'm thinking here. So like even add a piece to that if you need to. You could add Marv plus something. Any of these wide receivers I'd be comfortable up tiering here, CG. So, but your original trade I actually like. So you're in good shape. We appreciate you. All right. Start sit question from Ado had 1 and 3 had Benson. Someone dropped Kyron trying to grab him off of waivers. Wow. In a 10-team start 6, somebody dropped Kyron Williams. Drop everything. Getting Rasheed for Aladdin Jawan. That's crazy. Your league sounds like a casual league, my friend. My goodness. You got Gibbs. He's playing this week. You got Marks and Warren. No, you don't have Warren. You just have Marks. You got to go Marks. Oh, it's only one running back there. And then Sutton, Chase. Sutton's your 1 right now. Your 2 is still Chase. I would go Goddard. Actually, I'd go Johnson, I think. Who do I have ranked higher? I have Goddard ranked higher in the same tier, though, so pick whichever one you like most. And then it's Woody Marks, Chris Godwin. I think Godwin is a little bit safer, to be honest with you. I'm going to start putting Godwin in my lineups. So, appreciate you, man. If this is no to JK, would you be opposed to changing him to White? So, White, Judkins, and Shakir. Yeah, I'm good with that. For sure. How much fab should I spend on White since I have Bucky? A good amount. I mean, you're basically buying a win or two. So, like, I would easily drop 20 to 30% of your fab on White. Easily. At that point, it's up to you. But, like, you know, I would pay. You're paying for a win a lot of times. All right. Izzy, we appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and knock out a team review for you here. Izzy's impressive team is a team I had no idea what to do with my teams at this point. Currently 0-4. Wow, you are top of the league for us. 12 teams start 7. Want to try to make some trades. See where I can get my team. Any tips or players to get rid of or players to go for. Yeah, let's just take a look at this. I mean, let's just grade it out. Wow. Holy wide receivers, man. Kyler's like a 3. Kenneth Walker, Jordan Mason, Chase Brown, Rashad White is like a 4 maybe. 3 or 4. But Lamb, Nico, Rice, Sutton, QJ, Pearsall's a 10, and then Warren's an 8. It's a crazy wide receiver team, man. So it's only, here's the thing, it's only a start 7 league, so this is actually going to be a pretty straightforward one here. There's a lot we could do. Appreciate your psychality. See you, buddy. What did Denick do? Denick made a huge snafu and dropped Saquon as part of a waiver claim in one of the leagues. I'm commissioner and had to fix that. Oh my gosh. Cole might be the favorite twin rookie of the year now. Not going to lie. Nice little logo by your name. Okay, so you're only starting 5 running backs and wide receivers every week. So we're going to do a couple of things here. We definitely, I mean, we're going to take Kenneth Walker plus any of your wide receivers and go get an elite running back. So let's say Kenneth Walker plus QJ, for example. So QJ is like overall the widest, or the player number 44. You take Kenneth Walker, you can get way high up here. Quinshawn, Kyron Williams, Javonte, up to Genty, Jacobs, Henry. Go get one of those guys with Kenneth Walker plus one of your good receivers. And then we're going to take 2 of your running backs and we're going to up tier. So we're going to take Jordan Mason and Chase Brown. We're just going to up tier there. And so Jordan Mason, Chase Brown, you know, you're scrolling down quite a bit here. But again, at running back, you're talking about 2 guys in the D tier here. Package them together and try to get to the bottom of the B tier here. So another Javonte Williams would be a great target for you. Quinshawn, Kyron Williams. So another target in that range. I'm really targeting these bottom A tier, early B tier running backs. You really need 2 of them here. And then you'll be left with like CD, Nico, Rice, and Sutton and Pearsall. I'm gonna just take Pearsall and Shakir and up tier as well. And so with Pearsall and Shakir, like then you're gonna go to probably like the Marv. Well, let's go to expert average here. I bet everybody else has Pickens much higher than I do. No, that's about where I have him. You're going up to like Pickens. I'd be a little bit more careful with Pickens now, though. Let's go A.J. Brown, Tet, Ibuka, Devontae Adams type guys there. My last move that I might suggest for you is take one of your tight ends and just move them straight up for a running back. So, like, you're probably going to get the better return for Warren. So you could get Warren. You could move into, like, Chuba Hubbard here. But, again, these are the type of guys you have, and I'm really just looking to get, like, 2 guys front in, like, the 10 to 15 range is what I want here. And so that's really what we're trying to upgrade. So... But overall, I mean, this is just here's the thing. It's a start 7 league. It's a half-point PPR league. And so, you know, you're 0-4, but your points for, you're 9th. Your points against is 3rd. I really don't think your team is that bad. The other thing that you could do here that I would highly recommend is just trading one of these guys for a quarterback. Trade one of your receivers or tight ends for a quarterback. In fact, that might be what we do with tight end, depending on if we can find the right guy. Because you can go get like a Mahomes, a Jaden Daniels, a Jalen Hurts. Like, you also need to upgrade quarterback. So it's really just about getting the upside higher. It's a start 7. You're probably making 3 up tiers, if not, I mean, probably 2, if not 3 up tiers. And so make your up tiers here. Package guys like Mason and Chase Brown. Keep Rachaad White this week and let him score points for you. Take Kenneth Walker and QJ and up tier. Take Ricky Pearsall and Shakir and up tier. That's what I'm doing. It's a start 7. Upside is everything. That's what you got to do. You got to get high upside guys there, and you'll get CeeDee Lamb back, and you'll get Rashee Rice back, and hopefully you can get some wins by that point. But appreciate you, Izzy, and we'll send over the full whiteboard to you tomorrow. We appreciate you. If you have any questions, let us know. Okay. All right. Iara Jan 28. Currently 0-4, need some help talking to teams about trading CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, have one offer for London and Higgins, another one for Etienne and Garrett Wilson. Lamb's only 1 week from coming back. I'm not sure I would do these. But let's look at the other moves you can make. Team Arshad Mandani. I don't know what that means. But you're 0-4. Your points for are 11th. Your points against are 4th. But in terms of your like rest of season rank, you're 3rd here. So you're not in bad shape. Part of the reason you feel good rest of season is because you have Rice, McMillan. But you're 0-4. You might have to trade Rashee Rice at this point because you can't really afford to go into this week without Rice and without Lamb. So let's just take Rashee Rice and let's just go get multiple productive players here because you're starting 7 in this league as well. So you're starting Daniels and Strange every week. But then 5 guys from the wide receiver running backs. You're starting Bucky, Quinshawn, which looks great, but you're missing Bucky this week, and you've got to fix that. Bucky, Quinshawn, it's going to be Tet, Marvin, Travis Hunter this week, or, you know, your flex spot could be RJ Harvey or Woody Marks. I mean, it's just rough. All of your guys are missing right now. I don't think you can wait 2 games on Rice. I think you move off of Rice here. Let's down tier from Rice and go get, 2 guys. So Rice, let's just down tier like Zay Flowers plus. Xavier Worthy plus. Those are the guys. DK plus I'd be fine with. Cortland Sutton plus if you can swing that off. So try to get a good return for Rice. Don't sell them low. I would probably hold CD in that. If you move Rice, I don't think you need to hold CD. Then you have like a Sutton, McMillan, and Marv to start this week. In terms of Bucky, I mean, you're missing him as well. You'd have to start Woody Marks this week. But let's take like, I love Quinshawn now. Let's see if we can't take like Bucky and Woody Marks and just do a slight up tier to somebody who's available and actually playing this week and see if we can get a win here. So like a Josh Jacobs, a Hampton, a Genty, and Acham. See if you can't get one of those guys to take Bucky plus like Marks. Or even Bucky and Harvey would be fine and you could get a little bit higher, but you can't wait on Harvey either. So I like that you have Daniels. He's back this week. Your team's just been banged up. Looking at your waivers here, I would go get Josh Downs. You need to start Josh Downs over Travis Hunter if you can. The problem is you don't really have a ton of running backs here that we can pick up, which is par for the course. But yeah, and overall, like, I mean, this team is really good. I mean, you do project well the rest of the season. It just might be too late by the time all your people get back. So you got to look at trading Bucky and just a small up tier. You got to move it pivoting off of Rice, maybe a down tier. And if you do the Lamb trade, I will give you a Lamb trade. London and Higgins is probably okay. ETN Garrett Wilson, I don't like as much. You would need like a London type guy if you're going to down tier from CeeDee Lamb. And so like CeeDee Lamb for London plus, for Rome plus, for Garrett Wilson plus. T. Higgins isn't going to help you much. So if you can get somebody that's more productive than T. Higgins in the short term, then I would be more comfortable with that move. So again, what I would say to you is, you know, your team projects well rest of the season, but you just have to make some moves to make sure you win this week. And whether you're going up against the best person in the league or the worst person in the league, I don't know. But you're obviously going to base your decisions off that. If you're going up against a very weak opponent and you have a lot of players on bye, then maybe you don't make a ton of moves here. Otherwise, you're going to have to make some short-term moves to try to go ahead and save your season. Bucky's not going to be playing. CD's not going to be playing. Rice is not going to be playing. You're going to have to go move some of those guys. And so I gave you some ideas, and hopefully that helps with the types of moves you should make to try to get wins in the short term. So we appreciate you, and we'll send over a full whiteboard with all of these moves and more information on your team. That's the full team review. We'll send that over to you tomorrow, but definitely want to look at your team in the live stream. Thanks for submitting it, and let us know if you have any other questions. Is there a way to get an updated trade target list if I've had a team review before Dynasty? Lots of positive negative movers on the roster. Do I need to get another team review? If you have the Infinite, you get it on the Infinite blueprint. But if you just got a regular team review, then yeah, we would have to take a look at your team again and just give you like updated moves and stuff like that. So because that stuff changes. So, but Infinite, that's kind of what Infinite's for if you have it. 1 and 3, still feel like my team is strong. I'm picking wrong. Yeah, I mean between these three, it's gonna be Fields this week. You've got Scattaboo, you've got Genty, you've got Kenneth Walker, you've got Judkins. We'll go Genty. We'll go Judkins. Wide receiver, you've got, yeah, you need to do some up tiers here, honestly. You have too many choices. But I would go QJ, Tet McMillan, and then I go Scattaboo. That would be how I would set this lineup, so. Appreciate you, Flo. Hopefully that helps. I hope I picked right for you. I hope I picked right. All right, Jays, we got you, man. Man, I gotta move some of these over real quick. It's taking up my whole queue at the moment. Some of these are not live reviews, so. Oh man, there should be, by the way, oh, that is a freaking game changer. There should be a Flock League video coming out here in a few minutes, probably within an hour, I think. So be prepared for that. Perfect. That should help me clear my queue out a little bit. Move over the blueprints that I need to. All right. Oh, it's out. Good trade. Nice. Yeah, you have to go tell me if I won the trade. Had the trade featured on there. Jay's Fantasy here. Theo Johnson, TJ Hawkinson. You got to go TJ, I think. And then 2 flex guys here. Cup, Devonta Smith, Travis Hunter. You got to go Smith and Cup here. I think you got to go Smith and Cup. Appreciate you, Jay. Yeah, it is the Rashee Rice one. Yeah, I liked the deal for my team, so. Yeah, I'm a Yankees fan. What are you a fan of? We're doing redraft tonight. Adrian will do Dynasty Friday. So if you do submit a live, you can get in the queue for Friday if you want to. But, all right, going to knock out another team review here real quick. King Python, we appreciate you. Trying to figure out what trades I should make and how my team should be. Currently 4-0, trying to stay up there. Had neighbors. I don't know what to do now. So King Python, you're up there. I mean, it's a 1 QB 12 team start, 7 PPR. You've got Lamar, so that's going to be a 10. You got Dak to cover when he's out. You've got James Cook, Trey Benson, and J.K. Dobbins, which is going to be like a 5. Puka Tet, Ellick is going to be like a 6 because you have Puka. And then Andrews and Kincaid. Yeah, I mean, so your team is very top-heavy, but it's fine because it's a start 7 league here. Obviously, like you said, you lost neighbors. You were feeling pretty good about that before, but you're 4-0. And so you're fine. It's just a matter of pivoting. I mean, it just really sucks in redraft. There's not a ton you can do. Yeah, David, I did see that. I need to reply to your message about that. You're not wrong. It's just the reason they come out so early, like on Tuesday mornings, is because we want it to, the video. It's good for the video to have the longest shelf life possible. The video does well in the algorithm no matter when we post it, typically. So, which that's true. I mean, we post videos at 1 a.m. during the season, and they do great. So, like that's the short answer. There are longer, more, you know, there are longer explanations for that. So. So you've got a solid team here, but I mean, every week we're starting Lamar, a tight end, and then 5 of these guys. James Cook, you just lost Benson, and that's unfortunate. You lost Benson even after you submitted this, but Dobbins or Pollard, Puka, Tet, and then, yeah, I mean, you're going to have to do it. I think you're going to have to down tier here, man, because you're starting Alec Iomanner every week. It's really not good. So I think we're going to have to down tier from James Cook, honestly. That's what we're going to do. I'd rather keep Puka. So in a down tier from Cook, this is a big move, obviously. We're going to have to go to probably like try to get to Marion Hampton, Josh Jacobs, or Ashton Genty here. Those are the guys I would try to go for here. And just try to get like a startable, flexible wide receiver on top. Like it really doesn't matter who. But just somebody you can start and you feel better about. If that makes sense. I would probably go ahead and move off of Lamar. I would move off of Lamar for maybe an elite running back or wide receiver. And so either one, just somebody elite that you can start. I think you're better off having a wide receiver or running back instead of Lamar right now because you've lost a lot of depth there. Like a Devontae Adams type, a Judkins type, a Tet type, a Kyron type, you know, an AJ Brown type, a Sutton type, Jamar Chase, Garrett Wilson, those guys. So I would go ahead and do that move as well. I would try to package your tight ends together as well, or maybe package a tight end plus like an Alec Iomanner or like a Tony Pollard and go get just a slightly better tight end. Just a small up tier. I don't love starting those guys every week. If you can get to like, even if you can go get Juwan Johnson or Hunter Henry for cheap, that would be good. But like up tiering like a Kelsey would be good. Even Laporte is a little bit better, I think. So try that as your third move. But you're 4-0. Your points for right now are 4th. Points against are bottom. So that's part of what's helped you be 4-0. But you definitely, again, let's just move off of Lamar for an elite position, down tier from James Cook to another elite running back. Keep Puka. Add some receivers you can flex. Maybe you take J.K. Dobbins and Tony Pollard if you have those guys when this is all said and done, and you up tier from those guys as well. So TP and J.K., I mean, you can get up to like Scadaboo. I would love if you can get Scadaboo on the team. I'm going to give you him as a target. Also like a Javonte Williams. So those will be targets for you as well. overall, it's just really playing damage control here. You're still projected 4th rest of the season. You're 4-0. So you're not in bad shape, and you can still pivot and have a really good shot to win this league. You could, honestly, the other thing you could do here is you could try to go get Rashee Rice. Because he's cheap, and you're 4-0, and you can afford it. So Rashee Rice would be a really good trade target for you. But do appreciate you, King Python. We'll send over the full whiteboard to you. We will send that to you sometime tomorrow. But we appreciate you and thank you for getting the team review. So, trade question here from Twisted T. What did you think about this trade for my team, or what do you think? You're basically upgrading Kraft and Chase Brown and McBride. If you have the depth to do it in a start 8 league, I'm cool with it. Although Chase Brown's not doing anything for you, you can't start him anyways. I think I'd rather take Chase Brown and Corey Krosky-Merritt. I'd rather take those 2 guys and up tier at running back in a start 8 league than I would do that. So I think it's fine, but again, I think I would rather use it top tier somewhere else. I think starting Kraft instead of McBride is fine. So hopefully that makes sense. Heavy running back, wide receivers bad, good draft capital. Oh, yeah, this isn't Dynasty. I'm good with this. You can do it. I'm good with this, Fire Eagle. You can definitely do this trade. All right. Beautiful. All right. That's about all I have. I have the time for tonight because we're going to be live again tomorrow, and I got a ton to do. So you guys are awesome. I appreciate you jumping on. And again, we'll be live for the game tomorrow, but submit any questions you have before the game. We'll be answering questions all day tomorrow. And again, it'll probably be Nathan tomorrow before the game. So we'll have that. But got more work to do. So go Yanks. If you're Dynasty Peep, we appreciate you as well. We got a Dynasty stream Friday. Go ahead and feel free to submit anything for that stream as well. But we're locked in and do a Dynasty stream on Friday. So, all right. Love you guys. Thanks for jumping in. We appreciate you. We'll see you here soon.